So welcome back to a new episode. In this one, we are looking at Nokia and basically having a bit more of a fundamental analysis on Nokia stock and also a look into the next week, guys. So obviously last week saw that stock actually sell off by quite a significant amount. We can see we were down about 15.2%, so of course it is kind of a big decrease. And of course looking into next week, we do have potential to see growth. But tonight I'm giving all of my personal opinions, guys. If it sounds like a plan, if you might enjoy this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe as we are trying to grow the channel. And with that being said, please remember that everything that I say is just for entertainment purposes, and of course this is not financial advice. You do need to make sure that you do your own research before investing in any type of stock, and with that being said, let's go. So yeah guys, like I said, Nokia was actually providing some very disappointing results last week. We saw a big increase earlier in the month, and of course that sent us flying up to about $6.55. At this point people were anticipating Nokia getting quite a lot of hype, but obviously it sold off the very next day and it basically went down just as quickly as it went up, and actually we lost 0.85% of share price in this time. So of course even from that sell-off, the price went down from what it previously was. Now I think that was to be expected because of course a lot of people will have been taking profits and there's nothing wrong with that. But you know what guys, since then Nokia has been on the decline, losing about 10% from that point. And of course, like I said, the last 5 days are also showing pretty abysmal results, and even on the Friday the results kind of didn't even lay out. So of course towards the end of session about 2 o'clock we did start to see a little bit of a flattening in the share price, and even towards the very end we saw the price actually go up by 0.2%. So of course it is a minor increase, but it is an increase nonetheless, and it does kind of indicate to some hopefully positive things to come next week. So personally guys, I do believe that Nokia could see a little bit of a turnaround into next week. I don't think that we're going to see insane growth in the next week or anything, but I do think that when it comes to Nokia, it is a very good long-term hold. So of course I wouldn't be too surprised if we were to see a bit more increase in the shares price in the next week or two. I think that would be a fantastic thing. Looking at Nokia from a company standpoint, of course it has been around for many years now. Obviously they did used to work in the mobile phone industry, and now they're more general in the telecommunications industry, and of course this does include 5G, which is Nokia's main focus. So of course looking into the future guys, Nokia wishes to hold about 20% of 5G market share, and as of current, or at least in 2020, Nokia did actually hold about 22%, which is better than anticipated. Now of course it was a bit of a decrease from 2019, but that's not necessarily a bad thing guys. They were looking to hold about 20%, they're holding 22% so far, so it could have been much worse obviously looking at those results. Now of course looking into the future guys, if Nokia can hold about 20% of 5G market share, it could make for some very interesting results in Nokia's share price, and of course also in Nokia's revenue. So of course looking at Nokia's revenue, that did actually come out only a few days ago, and we can see on the financials on Google, it was actually pretty positive to be honest. People were anticipating some very decent financials, and I think that Nokia's financials did not disappoint. So obviously we can see that Nokia's earnings call was positive, and it has actually been for the last 4 quarters of 2020, which is good. I think it is showing that this one is a very good, stable growth company, and of course, like I said, it has been around for many years. Market cap is absolutely huge. Nokia is not going away anytime soon, and I think long term, this share price does have potential to double. So of course, like I said, 5G market share is about 22% that they have, and looking into the future, they have a lot of different contracts and different things which really could help them along the way. So of course, just looking down here on Nokia's official website, we can see that they have 195 commercial 5G agreements, 145 commercial 5G deals, and 45 live 5G operated networks. Now this is significant because it shows that Nokia are putting their money where their mouth is. They are actually implementing the practices which they want to be doing, and of course this really will help them into the future. So with that being said guys, obviously they have a lot of different partnerships with many different companies. I do believe that I saw one with them having a partnership with Verizon. That could be correct or incorrect, so please make sure to double check that one. But basically obviously they do have a lot of different contracts with lots of different companies. On top of that, they have strategic partnerships with other companies which will help them to expand their 5G network itself. I think this again is a very smart move because basically when the company works with others, they can help expand their market by quite a lot, because of course the technology will be more advanced as they can go to the best of the best to make their network the best as possible. So guys, looking at Nokia into the long term, there is some real potential here. It definitely could see a doubling in share price in the next 1 to 5 years, if not more. I think Nokia at $4 is really an undervalued stock, and I can't see it rocketing in the next week, but you know what guys, that's really not a bad thing at all, because obviously long term the potential definitely is there. So I've seen people investing in Nokia like they have been investing in, say, for example, AMC or GME, in the sense that they've poured loads of money into it and anticipating that it's going to rocket in the next week. Guys, don't get me wrong, for some reason, it definitely could rocket in the next week. We have seen that in stocks like GME itself and AMC. They have reasons which just, force them into the sky. But obviously, guys, I would not be looking into those right now, because yes, it does have potential to see one of those, but there's no, particular one that stands out to me at the moment which could send this one flying into the next week. So guys, honestly, when it comes to Nokia, I would be holding this one long term. I've said it before, I'll say it again, but if it was to rocket in price, I would absolutely take profits and make some decent money, because that's just a logical thing to do. But right now guys, Nokia at $4.22 in my personal opinion is a steal. I definitely think it could go a bit lower into the next week, but not by too much more, so I would like to see it start to flatten out realistically. I think that would be fantastic. But again guys, if you are going into Nokia, it's more of a long term perspective, because the growth there will be coming as the 5G network does expand itself. So with that being said guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye until then, and thank you for watching this one.